up, fellow dropshippers? In this video, we are going to look at the data to determine exactly what the best items are to sell on eBay right now during the quarantine while we're all under stay-at-home orders. And to kick this off, we are first going to talk about Etsy, which I know is kind of strange because I don't sell on Etsy, and this video isn't exactly about Etsy. But you'll see in a minute why this is really important and why this news is really great for all online sellers to look at. All right, so this was a recent announcement from the CDC late last week, who said that despite what they told us earlier, they are now recommending that everyone wear some sort of cloth face covering, like a mask, not like a medical grade mask, but just some sort of face covering. And with that new announcement, people started asking, where can we get these from? And so someone recommended you can buy them on Etsy, homemade masks from Etsy. So what happened? We saw Etsy stock jump up, a nice little bump there, and we've seen Etsy all over the news gaining attention. And this is why I wanted to bring this up, because Etsy has not only been encouraging their sellers to make these masks and to sell them, they said that they will have more demand than they will actually have sellers have them in stock. So if you know how to make these masks and you want to sell them on Etsy, this could be a really huge opportunity for you. As you see, there's a whole bunch of them being sold. But more importantly for us eBay and Amazon sellers is that Etsy, just like eBay, has actually been telling us what categories of items are selling really well. And we're seeing this across all marketplaces. We've heard from eBay, we've heard from Amazon, and now we've heard from Etsy, all saying the same things. They're saying that items like self-care items, puzzles, games that you can do at home, bath and beauty, musical instruments, and exercise equipment, all those items are doing really well right now as people are under stay-at-home orders, stuck at home, unable to go out to normally, like they normally would, to entertain themselves or work out. So they're looking for new hobbies and new things to do at home. So what are they doing? They're buying all these items online. What does that mean for us? Well, we should be selling those same exact items ourselves. So let's actually dive into this specifically for eBay, start looking at some of these categories to see exactly what we should be selling in these categories. What puzzles, what games, what exercise equipment, and what musical instruments we should be selling. So let's now jump into a software that I really like to use called Zik Analytics. And we're going to get into this in just 1 minute, but if you guys are here joining me live, make sure to say hey in the live chat and let me know where in the world you are chiming in from, because yes, this is live for any of you watching this later on replay. So we're here in Zik Analytics, and this is software that we use for product research. And during these times when we're looking to see exactly what's doing well, so I'm going to come over on the left and click on product research. And this is the tool that I want to use because this software has several different tools, and this is the one I'm interested in right now. So I'm just going to search in here for exercise equipment. Okay. And I want things that are at least $10 in price. And we'll just do that one and click on search. And that will run for a couple seconds. And then I can select all and click on Zik selection. And that will give us some data because I'm all about data. I want to know the numbers. I want to know exactly what is working and what's not working, or what's selling and what's not selling. So as we see, this category has done $45,000 in sales, so really good. Over 1,100 items sold out of these 100 listings that we've seen. And look at just the increase in interest here. Look how much it's spiked up recently as more people are looking to buy exercise equipment. So what do we see here? What's the most popular type of items that we're seeing? Well, look, we see a folding exercise mat. That's something that you might be able to do like crunches on, push-ups on that. All around, this is great for general fitness because you can do a lot with that instead of having to lay on the floor. We're seeing that again right here as well. We see right here a roller, like to roll out your muscles, a vertical step machine. These bands, these elastic bands, we've been seeing these sell a lot. So if you're not familiar with what these elastic bands are, this is a different variation than the ones I've seen, but it's just basically a resistance band. So you're not actually lifting up weights. It's more like resisting, and you're working out by resisting against the giant rubber band, basically. More flooring. No idea what this thing is. What is that? All right, so that's for dogs. Okay. This one looks like some sort of ab exercise machine, another equipment mat. So, look at the pattern here. Mats, exercise mats, equipment mats, really, really popular right now on eBay. So you should be definitely looking into those. So what you can do is go on your favorite supplier's website, whether that's Walmart, Home Depot, wherever it is, see what exercise mats they have and try to sell the same ones. Anything like any sort of flooring as well will do really well. Let's see what else is really popular right now. More mats. This is the data right here. This is the actual proof that these items are selling well. But look at the one at the top. This one has sold is $41 and sold 147 times in the past month. Just one item alone right there. Let's keep scrolling down here. We see more of these resistance bands, really popular, guys. I'm not kidding about that. More of these mats. You just see a pattern here. When you see a pattern, you got to jump in. When you see a trend, you got to ride that trend while the opportunity is there. Don't think, the trend's over. There's no harm when it comes to eBay and Amazon dropshipping in jumping in on a trend, because if the trend is already on the way down, with dropshipping, it doesn't really matter because we're not buying the inventory up front. We as dropshippers are in the best position to ride trends because we can pivot quickly. We see these exercise mats selling well, we can immediately start selling them as well. Same thing with the resistance bands. We don't have to go out and source the items first, so to speak, like get a bunch of them into our warehouses. We can immediately start selling them, and we don't have to worry about if the trend is dying because who cares if it is? Maybe we'll get a few extra sales and then we'll be ready for the next trend once that one. So let's keep going. We see more of these high density rollers, so it also throw those in your stores as well. It's important to actually, these items are not necessarily being drop shipped, of course, but one thing you could do by using Zik Analytics, and the students inside my course know how to do this, you can then find out who's drop shipping these types of items, see specifically which items they are drop shipping and doing well with, and then sell those same items while changing them up enough, your listings, to make them stand out. So I would definitely do that. But whenever we're seeing a trend like this, anytime we see seasonal items like during Christmas or any sort of unexpected trend like this, it's never enough to try to copy what other people are doing. You should more look at what the overall trend is. Overall, what are people buying? And then just list similar items into your store so that you can be the one who determines or sets what items are selling well from the supplier that you're using. And when trends are happening, it's really, really easy to do that. So this is kind of what I'm recommending to a lot of people right now. See what's selling, like these exercise mats, these rollers, these resistance bands. Find those from your supplier and just list them up. Even if you don't see that exact same item selling well on eBay or selling at all on eBay at this time, it just might be because the right person hasn't listed it with the right title, and now you could be the person to start selling that item and then sell it before the trend starts to go down. Stationary bikes sold 11 times, $165, this ab machine. More of these mats and resistance bands. That just speaks for itself. Let's try another one now. We are going to look at musical instruments. This was not one that was on my radar at all until this article by musical instruments, until this article about Etsy. So I'm kind of curious what will come up on eBay and whether we will be able to sell anything like this. We see a lot of microphones here, which wasn't exactly what we're looking for, but maybe I could sure use a microphone stand. I've been holding this during all my videos recently. Wow. Wow. Look at that. $267,000. Wow, guys, that is incredible. Average price $30 for this. Wow, and look at the interest, definitely is up as well. So what is selling? We see guitar strings. Wow, 477 times for $13.99. Again, the condenser microphone mic kit. Maybe I'll buy one of those. Certainly use it. Guitar strings, more guitar strings right here. Microphone cables. You know, I bet there are a lot of people who are looking to up their sort of home offices using maybe advanced microphones, and maybe that's part of this, or musicians who can't go into studios who are buying it. I'm just kind of speculating here. Beginner acoustic guitar, $43, sold 261 times. There you go, guys. Right there. Here's my microphone stand, which I'll need. Guitar picks. Another microphone mount. Violin. I'm not seeing like a clear pattern here. Like the last one, we saw a lot of exercise mats. We saw a lot of resistance bands. The only thing I'm seeing a lot of right now are guitar strings. I was hoping to see like maybe like there were a lot of guitars that were selling. We are seeing a lot of these microphone kits selling, so that could be something you could look at as well. Violin fiddle for $17. Not sure how good that will be. Electric guitar for $50. So, I mean, as far as the instruments go, the pattern that I'm seeing is that it's all beginner instruments. Beginner's guitar. Beginner's guitar. Beginner's... Oh, that's not beginner's one. Or at least it doesn't say it is. A ukulele, which is more of a beginner's instrument considered by many. Which makes sense. You know, a lot of people are trying to pick up a new habit. Kazoo, that's sure to drive everyone in your house crazy. All right, I'm not seeing too much of a pattern here, besides just these beginner instruments and the guitar strings. Let's look up one more category, because everyone's been talking about board games. Board games, and I know we've certainly been playing more than normal. Lots of Uno that we've been playing. What else have we been playing? Bezer Wizard. So guys, let me know in the chat if you guys like board games or card games, what your favorite ones are. I love board games. I don't play enough of them though, but that's been changing recently for sure. Let's see what comes up though. $32,000 in sales just from board games, and board games aren't that expensive. You see $17 average product price, and wow, look at that jump in interest right here just over the past week or so. And we're seeing that the number one game is Sorry. Clue. I mean, I've never liked Sorry personally. It was never my favorite game. Clue, though, is a game I love. I can understand why a lot of people are buying that. I guess Sorry's popular, I guess because it's a classic game. Monopoly, another classic game. So all these classic games we're seeing do really well. What is this? Mexican Bingo? I've never heard of that. There's a lot of them here I've never heard of. But these are all some sort of Mexican bingo. If anyone knows what that is, please let me know. I've never heard of this. Chess set. Bingo, regular bingo. Let's see what else. Checkers. So you can come in right here and see exactly Jenga's popular. Ghost Frightened Treasure Hunters. That's a new one for me. Twister. I feel like Twister is one of those games you play once, think it's going to be fun, and then you realize you don't want to play it again for a really long time. Snakes and Ladder, I saw that a few times. Monopoly, a few different variations. Yeah, so you can kind of pop in here. Jumanji, you can kind of pop in here and just see what's doing well. and find those items on your supplier's website and sell them yourself. So that's the main topic that I wanted to cover here today. The rest of this video is going to be all Q&A. Anyone who's asking questions in the live chat, I'll answer them for you. But if you guys got value out of the main presentation, do me a favor and hit that like button, because lately YouTube has been demonetizing all my videos because they said they would. If you start talking about COVID or coronavirus or even say the words like I just did, then the video gets demonetized and I don't make any money off of it, which is not the reason why I do this. I do this to help you guys out and educate you. But if you want to give back in any way, I would appreciate a thumbs up and a comment letting me know what your favorite board game is. So let's jump into live chat now and see who's here. Real quick, wanted to cover one other topic. I forgot to mention some eBay news. If you sell in the UK, eBay has said they're going to refund your store subscription if you close your eBay shop. So that's good news for any UK sellers who maybe are pausing their stores for a little bit. Lazy Abram is here, of course. Thanks, man, for being here. What's up, Hussam? This is live now. Yes, it is. What's up, Craig? Hi, Steven. Thanks for coming back. Lawrence, good to have you, and Kevin as well. How are Walmart and Home Depot doing right now? Home Depot is on fire. They're really keeping up and doing a great job. Walmart, we've had to increase their handling and shipping times because they are delayed with a lot of their items. But we're seeing that customers are really understanding during these, difficult, unusual times when it comes to those late shipments. Hi from Sacramento. We have Rich back again. Thanks for being here, Rich. Hope you're enjoying sunny, beautiful Florida. Smash the like button, everyone. Appreciate that, Steven. Hi from the UK. Another from the UK. What's up, Dave? Hey, Paul. Isolated in Pittsburgh. I was there just a couple of months ago and saw that weird trolley thing that goes down the side of the mountain. Hey, what's up, Noah? Noah, you're going to be selling any or sewing and making any face masks on Etsy? Noah's kind of, I know that Noah knows Etsy more than most people that I know. What's up? Thanks for being here. Sell it on Etsy. Clue. That's your favorite game. I love Clue as well. Hello from Texas. Cool. All right. So one of the unique things about Etsy, I know I don't really talk about Etsy on this channel, both eBay and Amazon are really nervous about having sellers sell some of these COVID-related items on their website. So we see eBay flat out banning the sale of all of these items, saying you can't sell hand sanitizers or soaps or face masks or anything like that. We have heard that maybe they're letting some sellers sell them, like approved sellers. Amazon has allowed it as long as you're not doing price gouging, but they're erring on the side of caution here, taking down listings even if they're not price gouging. The system's just flagging it, kind of an abundance of caution kind of mentality there. Etsy, while they've kind of gone the opposite route. They see that there's a need in the market right now, especially with the latest declaration from the CDC that people should be wearing these face masks to prevent the spread. So they're actually encouraging their sellers to make these masks, which I think is really cool for Etsy to be doing. It's obviously helping them. We've seen that in their stocks. And I think they've flat out said that they are going to contribute money to help small sellers, which we haven't really seen the other, the big companies do, like eBay and Amazon. So it's pretty cool that Etsy, at least from an outsider's perspective, really cares about their sellers, which is really own face masks. If you have the ability to do that, it looks like there's a big market for it right now on Etsy. I'm sure these aren't that expensive to make, and they're selling for like $16. This one sold 3,300 times. You could do the math on that. I'm sure they're not expensive to ship either because they're pretty small. Yeah, I wonder what the math on that is. We see a bunch of other ones here. We see these guys selling, where is it? Saw it before, these face shields. Like, you can make these at home if you have the right material, So they're just selling them themselves. One of the things Etsy has said is that you can't promote this as medical grade, but you could promote it as complying or working with these different CDC guidelines. So this was pretty cool. I saw this. Yeah, and I mean, I think this will become sort of like potentially like a fashion statement, right? People are going to start wearing these with more regularity, and we're going to see that people are going to start accessorizing them, maybe, or getting ones with their favorite movies or TV shows or whatever else on them, or funny sayings on it. Like this one says, "If you're reading this, you're too close," right? Or Wonder Woman. I looked up and found here's a Lord of the Rings one. I think if people are going to have to wear these, they're going to want to wear ones that they think are cool, ones that make a statement about them, because that's traditionally what we do. I mean, we all carry around cell phones, and what's really popular? Cell phone cases that broadcast what it is that we're passionate about. When you go to Disney World, when I was there recently, you could buy cases with, any type of Star Wars character on it, any type of Disney character on it. And people love those because it's an expression of who they are. And I think we're going to see the same thing with these masks as well. So just think about that. You might be able to create some with different patterns on them, create ones with different characters on them, and really stand out from the competition doing it that way. All right. Sandy says, "Hey Paul, I just started your eBay course today, so congrats, Sandy. I can't afford Zik Analytics yet. Is Terapeak good enough to use? Can you make a video?" Sandy, I've done a little bit with Terapeak. I wasn't thrilled with it because Zik Analytics is really designed by dropshippers for dropshippers. So what I would recommend is that you go through the course. In there, I teach you how to do it without software. That's the first thing I teach you, or the software I show you is completely free. Use that free software I recommend in the course because that's still going to give you a lot of information for free without having to pay for something like Zik Analytics. Or if you want to try Zik Analytics, they do have a trial. Inside the course, I have a link to that free trial if you want to try that and check it out. Just use it for a week and maybe get a bunch of data or a bunch of listings, and then you can cancel it and sign up for it later once you're ready to pay for it. Hi from SoCal. How do I only have the gift receipt included for Amazon orders? So if you're dropshipping from Amazon, when you check out, there is an option to add a gift receipt. That's what you want to do. You want to say, a gift, this is a gift. That way it doesn't include the price of the item. Clearwater, Florida, what's up? I miss St. Petersburg, Bruce. That's one of our favorite places, St. Pete, Florida. Miss it there, especially because we're in cold Colorado. Okay. Raphael says, eBay has some of my listings out of stock when the supplier has them in stock. What's going on? So that sounds like an issue with your repricing software. So if the item is in stock on Walmart, but it's out of stock on eBay, then your software is not set up correctly. Now, one of the things it could be is, like one of the features in AutoDS that I really like is that AutoDS can tell for some suppliers how much of the item is in stock. So if AutoDS sees that Walmart has, let's say, 3 of them in stock, well, AutoDS, if you wanted to, will count that as being out of stock because 3 is just too low, right? Where if it has like 15 in stock, that will count as actually being in stock. So it will adjust on eBay accordingly. That way you don't sell an item and then by the time you go to order it, it's already out of stock. It kind of helps prevent that from happening. And that could be what the issue is. I really wish I would have done the sewing lessons with my daughters. Yeah, I can't sew. I'm sorry about the, oh, I don't know how with the mic. I'm sorry about the microphone. Steven, thanks for telling me. I don't know what happened there. It just switched. I don't know. I must have pressed something wrong. So I apologize for that. But thanks for telling me. I appreciate it. Guys, if there's any sort of technical issues, don't be afraid to tell me. I'm not offended. I'm not in the studio right now, obviously. So this is all like running out of my laptop. Howdy, sorry. Let's see. Still nervous about drop shipping. How should I dip my toes in the water? Start with eBay. It's much easier to get started with eBay, much more forgiving. That's what I would start with. Okay, so good point from Sandy. So I'll say that if the gift receipt option is there, I would use it. But Sandy's saying she never used it. She did $15,000 in sales in December, and it worked out well without the gift receipt option. Invoices, if you're drop shipping from third-party sellers, won't include the price a lot of times anyway. Yeah, absolutely. This is what I always tell people. Most buyers do not care, even when it includes the price. I used to drop ship a lot from Lowe's, and they always included an invoice with the price, and I had very, very few buyers complain about it. But I just say, if there's a gift receipt option, you might as well use it. Cool. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you everyone who attended live. And if you guys want to make sure you don't miss the next live stream, I am going live every single work day during the stay-at-home orders while they're in place during the pandemic, at least as long as I'm forced to stay at home, just to put some sort of regularity back into our lives. Give us a chance every single day to connect with each other, connect with some sort of community. I know it can get pretty lonely working from home for the first time or being stuck at home. So that's why I'm doing this every single day for myself and for you guys as well, and to keep you guys updated on all the news that's happening, because things are changing and shifting really, really rapidly. So if you guys don't want to miss the next live stream, make sure first underneath this video, hit the thumbs up button and then subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell notification. Make sure to turn on notifications so that you get alerted during my next live. I usually go live at 2 p.m. Eastern time, but I'm not consistent about that. Sometime in the afternoon every day. So if you actually want to get an alert when I go live, that is the best thing to do. Subscribe and hit the bell notification. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you, Noah, for being here. Thank you, everyone else who's here as well. Okay, guys, take care of yourselves. Be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.